All right, so today we're starting a new unit on quadrilaterals. And to begin that, we need to go over some things, particularly slope, right? So on the worksheet you have in front of you, please write your name at the top of the paper because you are turning this in for credit today. And what we're going to do is we're going to do boxes A, B, C, D, and then graph them on the accompanying graph paper, right? So first thing is to plot out the points, right? So W is -3, 5. Be sure to label the points as you go. E is 1, 6. S is 3, -2. And finally, T is -5, -4. Okay, and then try to do the best you can to draw a straight line connecting those points. Straight edge would be preferred. Okay, so we've got a shape here. And this unit, we're going to be trying to classify what these different shapes are. So to lead you along with this, you are going to be finding on part B the slope of different sides. Please remember, slope is rise over run. So the slope of WE, I can tell WE goes up 1 and then over 4, right? So the slope of WE is 1/4. And I'm going to put that on the outside of there. And then ES, well, this ES is going down, right? So it's going to be a negative. The question is negative what? Well, it's going to go down, see, 6, 7, 8, down 8 and over 2. So -8 over 2, which is really -4, right? So this has a slope of -4. TS goes up 2 and then over 8. So 2 over 8, which again is 1/4. I'll put that on the outside here so I can see that. And then TW, it goes, let's see here. Up, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, up 9 and over 2. So 9 over 2. I believe that's right. Yeah. Okay. Well, we want to know which segments appear to be perpendicular, right? And if it is, draw the right angle between them. Well, remember, perpendicular means that when I take the two slopes and I times them, right? If I take my two slopes and times them, the answer should always be -1 if they are in fact perpendicular. Well, looking at the picture here, it looks to me like WE and ES appear to be perpendicular. Well, to check it to make sure, I should multiply their two slopes. 1/4 times -4. Well, that gives me -4 over 4, which is -1. So yes, they are perpendicular. We're going to mark them with a right angle. And it also looks like TS and ES are perpendicular. So again, to check that, I should multiply the two slopes. So -4 times 1/4. That's -1. Yes, that is a right angle. So I will mark that as a right angle. Okay, so that's the first piece, right? Spot your right angles. Make sure to, when you multiply them, the result is -1. And the other part is which sides appear to be parallel. Parallel means that the slopes are the same. Well, the only two things that look like they're the same, going in the same direction, are these two line segments. And sure enough, their slopes are in fact the same, 1/4. So we need to mark that on the picture, and to mark it on the picture, remember we use these arrows. So I'll put 2 arrows there, and I'll put 2 arrows here. And that marks the things parallel. Now the question is, what quadrilateral is this, right? That's what this unit's all about. Well, it's definitely not a rectangle. It's definitely not a square. There's a thing called a rhombus we'll learn about. It looks a lot like a square. There's a thing called a kite. Definitely not a kite. This is a trapezoid. Now, what makes it a trapezoid? Those 2 green line segments that are parallel. Trapezoids have 2 sides that are parallel. All right. Do well today, and I will see you when I come back to class on Tuesday.